LaShawn Rogers was murdered by the 10-year-old daughter of Lakrisha Isaacs. People are asking the question, should Lakrisha's daughter be charged as well? I say yes. You have to send a message. If they do not charge and let this little girl do some time, well, she's going to feel as if, hey man, I can do anything and get off. And that includes murder. And people are saying, oh man, she's only 10 years old. I understand the age, but I am talking about the mentality. She does not have the mentality of a 10-year-old girl. Let's look into some of the things that were said by this 10-year-old girl. Now, a lot of people are claiming that the little girl got involved because her mother was getting beat up or whatever. And they have reports that is saying that the girl said she shouldn't have hit my mama. But according to several witnesses, they said Isaac, who was drunk, walked up to the woman and slapped her. Oh, so her mother can come up and slap somebody and they're supposed to do nothing about it. Then if I get up and do something about it, you got your little child with a gun that want to kill me talking about I shouldn't have hit my mama. The little girl is a liar and is trying to say something to justify her shooting and killing Miss Rogers. Now, this little 10-year-old girl, who everyone says that probably shouldn't see time. When her mother and this woman would get into this altercation, and I guess the woman was probably getting the best of her mother. The little girl gets the bag, and before shooting the woman, she says, "You fuck with my mama," a 10-year-old little girl. The girl and her mother came out there for drama. I don't know why people act like they want to see that. When she came out with the gun, some stupid idiot gonna try to say, well, how did she know she had the gun in her purse? Man, don't try to play dumb. When that woman left the house, she knew she had that gun in her purse. Why did she come to that woman's house in the first place? Looking for some mess. And they came with the intentions of killing Miss Rogers. It says the man who was Miss Rogers' boyfriend tried to help Rogers. But Isaac took the gun from the girl and pointed it at the man's chest. The man said he put his hands up and ran back into his apartment, while Isaac and the girl went back to their apartment. They plotted on this. And then when they went into the house, you don't think that they came up with a story to tell the police, because they know the police is coming. So they came up with some story to tell the police to justify what they did. Now here is what this little sweet, innocent 10-year-old child had to say. The girl said she knew Rogers was dead and that her mother was drunk and trying to talk to Miss Rogers woman to woman. Now this is a 10-year-old girl saying this, but was that words coming from a 10-year-old's mind, or was it coming from her mother's mind? Before they came out to this lady, Miss Rogers' house, you don't think that she had some type of little talk because she was drunk. Drunk people talk about what she's going to do when she get outside over at Miss Rogers' house. Here come her and her daughter. Then after it's over with, they went back into the house. You don't think they had a conversation about what to tell the police? But when the cops got there, old Miss Isaac, she refused to speak with investigators. But you know how drunk people are. They can't hold water. She told them she got involved in the situation because she has anger issues. You and your daughter. So Yes, I think that the daughter should do some jail time, as well as some type of counseling. Just don't let her sit up in jail, but somehow, some way, some type of counseling. I just think that the things her mother instilled in her is going to take years to purge out. It's going to take years. I don't know if the girl has a father in the home, so I'm quite sure she's angry a lot about what she don't have, about the situation that she's in. So I'm quite sure she has anger issues just like her mother. And now her mother's locked up, she has no one in her life, so now she's going to be even angrier. So I think for a little while she does need to be separated from regular people in society. Do I think she should be thrown away? No. I don't think that she should be thrown away. But I also know that the job of rehabilitating this child is going to be very difficult, and it's going to take someone that has a lot of patience and who has those type of patience today. In one other article, I read that the little girl had said that the woman had hit her mother in the head with some type of heavy object. Does this picture look like her mother was hit with anything on top of her head? So the little girl, she knows how to lie. She's trying to save her hide. She's old enough to know how to do that. And when I look at this place where they stay, hey man, this is the projects. They try to refurbish them, make them look better, but it's always going to be the projects. And if anyone has stayed in the projects, you know how it is in the projects. You just have jealousy. There's going to be crime. Parents leaving their children at home all the time because they want to hit them clubs, got to hit those streets. But who's at home counseling your children? The streets. You know, like I said, I really sympathize with the little girl, you know, although I know that she knew what she was doing, on the other hand, she didn't know the consequences, the long-term effects from what she is doing. She's only 10. You know, she's doing something now. She doesn't realize that this is going to have an effect on her life 20 years from now when she's 30, when she's 40, 50. This is never going to go away. This is going to have a big stain on her life. Wondering, does anybody know? So if there's some type of counseling for these children, which I don't think they have, any type of counseling for a child that has murdered someone, I don't really think it's going to help. The only thing that's going to help this child is prayers and patience. But yes, I feel as if she needs to be taken off the streets. She needs to realize what she has done, the seriousness of what she's done, and how that she was misled by her mother. And I know that somewhere in life, you know, she's going to blame her mother for that. One of these days, she's going to realize that, hey, man, my mama used me to kill this lady. I ain't have nothing to do with that. And my mama came out there being messing with that lady, and I killed that lady. And now it's ruined my life. One day, she's going to realize that, and she's going to blame her mother. Somewhere in the future, or when her mother's going to be hollering about how my children don't love me. But look what you did. While you're locked up, don't expect anyone to come see you. I mean, they shouldn't anyhow. But I know how children's love goes deep for their parents, no matter how rotten they are. But if they don't reach this child, it is going to be nothing for her to kill again. You know, that's why I say this is a very touchy situation. If they don't do anything, hey man, you might be creating a monster. And if they do give us some time, they still are going to be creating a monster. This young child needs some special help. And as I'm saying, that type of help costs money. They're not going to volunteer that type of help to save this black child. But I hope they throw the book at this drama queen. Just look at this picture. She's standing way behind her daughter. She's not attempting to stop her daughter. She could, hey, girl, stop. She could have grabbed a gun. She's standing back looking, profiling, while her daughter's cutting loose. And her daughter says that people talking about her, well, her mom was getting beat up. Well, how is she getting beat up? Look at the distance. Her mother's way back there. She's pointing the gun in front of her. Where is the lady standing? When was the fight going on? How did this much distance get between the two ladies? Somebody's not telling everything about this story. You know, whoever took this picture, they saw everything. They know everything. So I'm guessing that it's all going to come out. But one thing's for sure, that the mother did not try to stop her daughter from committing murder. And her daughter looks all too pleased to have the chance to commit murder. So where I see it, throw the key away on the mama and do the best you can with the daughter. Rest in peace, Miss LaShawn Rogers.